Squeak, squeak.
What squeak? We're going to pretend like we don't
Yeah,
hear.
we're not gonna I hear nothing. I mean, if you could just think about the setup we had to do with getting this going, doing all the right moves, but hey, we're here and
We made it.
we're gonna make it work. So, okay, we've got a really great show today because we've come across some just amazing LinkedIn features and updates that would be incredibly helpful. I mean, when it comes to business development and job opportunities and professional interactions, LinkedIn really is the throne, sits on the throne of professional networking. So are consistently implementing new updates and all these new features just to help us with from live streams to user services, you name it. So today we're going to talk about some of these really cool features that you do need to know about and how they can help you build more relationships and get more eyes on your content. So let's get going. This is gonna be a good one.
That sounded weird. I've got definitely something set up wrong, but all right, we're gonna move right along. And my cat's wailing in the background.
Yeah. Welcome to the circus.
Yeah, really. Hey, we're here with marketing and a mic, and oh boy, and feedback. Okay,
And I love that today we're talking about, the professionals platform networking, and we're just like flying off the handle.
oh my gosh. Okay.
Let's
Okay, we'll give this a try. All right. So we are here as usual, going to give you all kinds of tips and trends, but I can't believe it has been 20 years since LinkedIn first launched. It just is the wildest thing ever. So today, LinkedIn services, believe it or not, 830 million members worldwide. And this is even wilder. It also has 2 new members joining every second.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely crazy and awesome. And so, it's like you got Instagram and they've got the reels and Twitter has its tweets, but LinkedIn really has networking. And so they know this and they have been leveling up all of their features to give users really what they want, which is like more ways to connect and build contacts and build opportunities. So we've got a lot to get to. So let's just jump right in to it.
Yes. In fact, they have this. Well, it's new, but it's not brand new. But
Yeah.
creator mode is just a lot of things that people have never heard of before. So we want to introduce this to you. But creator mode, it was really launched about a year ago, and it's just received such positive reception from LinkedIn members, and it's really cool. So creator mode is a profile setting on your dashboard that can help you grow your reach in your influence on LinkedIn. You can kind of see it here. It works by letting people who are already checking you out see what kind of topics you discuss. So we're going to talk about some of the features that you can add through this creator mode.
Yeah. So the first thing is right here is this is to show you where it is. So when you go to your profile page, you're going to just scroll down to resources and just make sure that you toggle this to on. And from there, that's when you can have all these accessible creator tools that we'll talk more about. And it's absolutely awesome. And one of them is follow from search. So when you look at this slide that we have up and you see the topics, there's this feature where you can add different hashtags. So if you haven't already added these hashtags, make sure you do it, because when you have creator mode on, you can choose the hashtags that you want to be associated with. So now whenever like a LinkedIn user searches for a company or a topic, they'll be able to see people that actively talk about those specific topics, and then you can connect with them. So it's really a neat way to kind of get the right people, the right eyes on you and your stuff.
Yes, I mean, they're finding new ways to help you connect on
Yeah.
LinkedIn. So it's really exciting. So make sure you get those put in there. And you can look, if you want an example, you can go to mine. I think Sarah's blinged mine out with my hashtag. So if you want to go to my LinkedIn the
Yeah, well,
hashtags on there.
I have this slide up that I did kind of do mine, and then I blinked out yours, but you want me to show you what yours looks like?
No, let's use yours.
Okay, well, this was kind of the follow. You're like, "Oh, please." No, the follow from search is, this is what I was talking about. So if you go and you see that I talk about SEO, marketing, advertising, social media, digital marketing, you can add up to 5. And so this is another person's example on the right here with this phone, but let's say somebody's looking up augmented reality. Well, all these contacts are going to come up that says, "Hey, they talk about augmented reality." So that's why it works, and that's why you really want to make sure that you put your hashtags in there so that you can plug up with the right people.
Yes, exactly. And another cool thing is that you're able to add a link right there to your profile. So now all creators are able to add a link into that introduction section, which
Yes.
it's going to take people right to cool features that you want to lead them to. So it's going to be right under your username,
Yep.
the description, and above the number of followers and connections. I think we saw it there, but you can add anything you want. I mean, you can add your website, an online event, a store, just basically whatever you want to lead people to.
Yeah, like wherever you want to connect them. And so that, yeah, so what Glenna was talking about. So here it is. So I have here Fusion One Marketing, and this is another example. This is what I love too, which is another new feature. Not only can you add a link to your profile, but you can also add new profile video tools. So this is another great thing, adding video to your LinkedIn profile. It's really a great way to kind of tell your story to followers so that they can learn more about you. And along with this, LinkedIn has prompts to help inspire you on what types of videos to share, tells you how many have viewed your video. And like a profile video ring will be showcased in the feed and search so that people can kind of see and learn about your updates. So it's right here where you can just click on it and add a profile video. And it's really super cool.
Yes, it's definitely super cool. I love that video feature. I have to get in
Yeah.
there and I have to get in there and play with it because I'm like, okay, now I'm under the gun. What exactly do I want to talk about? It's just so much, how
Yeah,
to
yeah,
get in the little video, little tiny video. But also you have a follow from the feed button, which
yeah.
what this means is when someone sees your content in their feed, but they aren't a connection, LinkedIn will now give them the opportunity to go ahead and follow you without leaving their own feed. So it's also going to prompt users to follow creators to see more of their posts and provide information about what they talk about. So that's really awesome.
Yeah, I love that it comes up and it's like, "Hey, do you wanna see more posts from so and so? Because they talk about these certain things," and then you could just click the follow. So along with that too, we talked about the, follow from feed. You can also gain followers, um, from connection requests. So if somebody sends a LinkedIn connection request, they're actually gonna automatically become one of your followers.
Yeah, I
So
like that.
yeah, yeah. So it's kind of even like once they do that, now they're going to see your content in their feed, even if the connection is pending. So if they request it, then they're going to start seeing your stuff, which it makes sense because if you're actually reaching out, and that
Mm,
means you want to, typically
yeah.
want to connect. So that yeah, so that's another again really neat way to get connected with the right people.
And another thing you can do in this creator mode is get new followers from other platforms. Now, this is definitely something different or a different way of thinking. So you can now generate a link that you can share or embed on any other websites or even in your emails. So anyone who clicks on the link will be able to immediately follow you on LinkedIn, which is really cool. So depending on your business type or programs, that kind of things can be designed to get customers to purchase more things, sign up for things, maybe commit to a longer commitment, upgrade a package. And even if you have a rewards program, it's a great way to have them be able to access those rewards. So all kinds of stuff you can do.
Yes, yes. Okay, so like you said, that this was Creator Mode came out like a year ago, and just like everything, it kind of takes a little bit to get some steam. Well, those are those features that they launched with it. Now they've added even more, and one of them is these are kind of being like, so let me just give you some statistics. I got to back up because this was the key with this creator mode thing. So they launched it and the reception was through the roof through it. So just under a year, nearly there was a 50% increase in the number of people that were actually using creator mode, and they had a 30% increase in engagement. And that's really what it's all about. So they're like, this is working. Let's add more bells and whistles. And so they sure did.
They sure did.
Yeah.
And with all of that, you may say, well, what am I getting out of this? Right. So
Yeah.
they've also put in creator analytics, which is really great. So you can keep track of everything. You know that old saying, you think you're right all the time, but you might be right all alone. And what do I mean by that? It's a good reminder, as we always talk about, you want to make sure you understand the needs of your audience and the needs of the people that you want to attract. There's no sense in sharing content that, first of all, doesn't make any sense with what you do. And it doesn't make any sense with the people who are following you, because they're obviously following you because of your content. So you have to always keep those things in mind.
Yeah, exactly. Because, you know, that's why these analytics are so helpful, because they're telling you, like, you're putting this stuff out and it's working or it's not working, so that you can, you know, sometimes get that hard truth. But so this
it may be good or bad.
Yeah, exactly. So as an example, this is again going to be right on your profile. It's going to show you your analytics. So you've got your profile views, your post impressions, all that good stuff. So it really just gives you those advanced insights to see what's working, what's not working, and, you know, kind of spend your time more wisely, maybe, to, you know, see, like, I'm not going to waste my time on this stuff if the people aren't liking it. So this is, again, when you click on each one of these sections in the analytics, it allows you to get more of an in-depth overview of what's working, what's not, who's looking at your stuff, so you can make whatever tweaks you need to.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So now we're to the subscribing to notifications, correct?
We're on the post analytics.
We're the post analytics, correct?
Yeah. No, I knew. See, I felt like what you were doing was just checking to make sure I was paying attention.
No, I hit my scroll and I'm like,
like, that's right. And the next part, if you wouldn't mind.
Where are we? All right. Post analytics. Okay.
Yes.
Now, again, it's all data. It's going to show you the good, the bad, the ugly, but it's supposed to help you to help enhance your user experience. All of these analytics that you can look at. It includes a new summary page for additional information, which is really awesome. Views is now used to refer to the number of times an article is viewed. So you may wonder, is the things I'm sharing, does it interest anybody? Now you know, because on your post, you're going to see who's viewed it and how many times and all those good analytics.
Yes. And they've sort of changed a little bit of I would say, the wording and the definitions. So impressions now is the number of times a post containing an article actually displays in their feed and on their screen. And then you've got like filtering capabilities. So you can get data on like engagement across occupation. This is what's really cool, across occupation, location, really cool, company size. So you can get more of like, who are the types of industries or the titles or the people that are actually looking at my stuff. And then, of course, anything of your content that's posted, whether it's an article, a video, a text post, hello, it's all there displayed. Simple words just like get me tongue twisted.
Don't worry.
Yeah,
I'm with you today. I think we're doing really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, now we're to subscribe to notifications. So this is really cool too. Users can now notify audiences of new content by allowing them to opt in to notifications, which is cool. So once they've subscribed, users will be notified every single time there's a new post added. So once they start liking your stuff, then they'll know when to come back and look at more of it.
Yes. Okay, so there's another one called newsletter featuring. So this was another thing. So last year they put this out, And it was that you could start like newsletter publishing, like really kind of like your own little newsletter. And it led to a 625% increase in newsletters on the platform and an 89% increase to subscribers. So they were like, it's working. So now they're allowing creators to highlight their newsletter in the featured section on their profile. So it makes it even easier for audiences to find the latest stuff that they're doing and stuff that they're pushing out and subscribing to it. So once subscribed, then they get notified of like, oh, they put something out. So let's say you're already doing a blog and you've got a blog. This is something where you can actually just, it's like that repurpose. You can position it in a new location, so you can increase that the chance of more eyes are going to see it and like redirect them to your website. So it's a neat little feature.
Yes, and repurposing, again, we talked about it a lot. If you're going to all that trouble to create this content, use it in as many places as you can. So another really neat option is what they call audio events. Now, LinkedIn's been testing out what they call audio events, which is kind of like a Clubhouse style space for chatting with followers, which is kind of cool. So any user who has this creator mode that we're talking about and has it enabled will be able to chat with fans and use it as a networking tool. So it's just giving you so many options. And being a networking king, queen, whatever you want to call LinkedIn, they're really shining now.
Well, yeah. And so here's the thing with that, talking about testing, this one might need to be a little bit of a wait and see. I will say not that I'm trying to throw any shade to LinkedIn whatsoever, but I did get a little feedback from somebody else who was trying these audio events, and they definitely think there's some tweaks that need to be made, just in terms of making a little bit more seamless and giving you, I guess, more capabilities. So, you know, on this might be one of them that I might want to just say, let's see if they kind of make a few little tweaks to make it a little bit better.
Little disclaimer.
Yeah, little disclaimer.
Kind of like LinkedIn Live videos. Oh my gosh. LinkedIn Live allows approved. Now, again, we're going to put approved in quotation marks, approved members and pages to broadcast live video content on a page, profile, or event. Now, this means a member's profile can now display the live broadcast when it begins, increasing their live content's discoverability, which is really cool. But you will need to make sure you meet their criteria first, which is available on the LinkedIn Live help page. And they'll let you know if you do or you don't. And
yeah, they sure will.
But, you know, then you can tweak it and try again. So, you know, you just have to keep trying until you get approved.
That is true. And that one of the things of the criteria is they just want to make sure that you're an established professional, meaning like they don't want somebody that just like created their profile yesterday. They don't have any followers, they have no content, and then they want to do a live. So they want to give you a little bit of time to sort of get your hooks into LinkedIn and that you're actively using it. So if you're eligible, there's 3 ways to live stream. One of them is by creating an event from the event drop-down menu. The second is by going live using an approved third-party platform tool, which is like StreamYard, which we use StreamYard. StreamYard is actually an approved third-party broadcast tool. And then the third option is going directly through your creator tools that can be accessed through creator mode. So there's 3 different ways that you can set it up once you get the green light.
I mean, there's no reason not to be live on LinkedIn these days.
No, there's not, especially when you have all this added stuff to help you.
Yes, exactly. So that's a lot, but that's hopefully you found that very helpful because there's so many different things that you can access now, and you need to get in there and check out creator mode. That is the wrap up we want to end with, is just make sure that you can get in there and do that. And as always, if you have any questions or you need any help with anything, we're here to help you with your LinkedIn networking strategy and anything else digital marketing. So hit us up.
And don't forget that we go live every other Friday on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter. And we are also broadcasting this on our podcast. And if you're listening to us and you're enjoying our content, please leave us a review, and we would always appreciate that, or leave a review on any one of our other social platforms. So, and we're also putting out the same stuff in video format on YouTube. So it's just sprinkling it everywhere. So that's it for us today.
That
See you
is.
next time. Bye.
Thanks for joining.
Dirty.